We're here with Joe Scuderi, head coach of Cricket Italia. Joe, how's this tournament gone for you and also your team?
I think it's been great. Being a three-team competition, I think the standard's been quite close in all the three teams. No one's dominated over any particular team. Cricket's been very competitive, and our guys have done pretty well. I'm quite happy with the way they've played. Always room for improvement, but it's been an enjoyable week that we've had.
You talked about room for improvement. What specific areas does the under-17s Cricket Italy team need to work on?
Wides are the biggest problem. Things need to be fixed on that, and I think they're technical issues. It's got nothing to do with controlling swing bowling. I think it's problems in bowling actions that need to be rectified. So that's quite an easy one to identify. But even the tactical side of it, batting in partnerships and all, that side of the game, understanding field placements, and because we've played two different formats here, 50 over and 2020, things change and things need to change quickly. Sometimes you need to think quick on your feet. So there's lots of things that these guys have got a capacity to learn.
The first time these guys have been playing on the grass wicket. How have the guys coped?
They've done really well. It is the first time most of the squad have played on turf, because we don't have turf wickets in Italy, and they've enjoyed it. And it's been a great challenge for them, and one that they've been up for and close to the mark. So that's why we're really happy.
What's your vision for Cricket Italia, and how is your role developing these types of players going on into the first team?
Well, over the years, a few years ago we had our first academy, which was a big step for us as far as these guys learning more and being put in a position, giving them the opportunity to learn more. Because basically before that, they're just at their clubs, they play their competition, you pick players, they come and play for the national squad. There wasn't much contact time between all the coaches, and that's changed now, and that's what we'll keep progressing, because it has worked. In the last 3 years, we won our first ever junior competition in the history of Italian cricket a few years ago, under 15s. We've played in 2 finals, at under 17s and under 19s, and we've come third in another competition. So what we're doing at the moment is working.
What's your personal view between 50 over cricket in 2020?
Well, they're obviously totally two different games, two different, tactically different. The whole thought process behind the game is different. It's a lot faster game in 2020. I think it's great if you can. The thing about 2020, the fielding has been quite dramatically improved over the years. I think if you watch first class cricket played, the Big Bash leagues and the IPL, the fielding has just been phenomenal. And for me, that's been one of the biggest bonuses of 2020 cricket. I think you have to be a little bit careful, because it does encourage obviously a different style of batting, and I'm a big believer that you've still got to have a good technique to be successful. You have a good technique, and then you develop the other side of the game, the big hitting. But if you haven't got the technique, I think you're going to struggle anyway, so you've still got to teach that.
So in terms of your role with Cricket Italy, what's your key focus over the next couple of years?
Well, I see these guys here, we've got some 14, 15-year-olds in the squad, and we've just been discussing it with various people around the ground. We need to make sure that these guys are basically coach the right things. We need to spend more time with them, so that when they do get to 19, this is their big development period, this is their big learning period, and if we neglect them, when they get to 19 and 20, they're going to be at the same level that they are now. We need to work with these guys, and hoping that you're not going to get all of them breaking into the national squad. That's not practical. But if every year you've got 2 players who manage to break their way into a national team, the big boys, when we get to adult, I think we've achieved some great things then.